When potential defendants in the Chinese drywall litigation in federal and state courts are pushed to their economic limits, they will file bankruptcy. And the potential candidates for bankruptcy are home builders, the installers, subcontractors, suppliers, distributors, really anyone in the chain of distribution is a potential candidate for bankruptcy. The dynamic of Chinese drywall litigation will affect different sized defendants differently. It's one thing for a WCI, which was a very big company, which has a lot of resources to reorganize in a bankruptcy. It may not be the case for small to medium-sized builders. And in fact, there was one I read of that when they filed, it was a Chapter 7 case, a liquidation, only had $500 to its name when it filed. So you're going to get vastly different results in a bankruptcy depending on how much is there to protect and how much in terms of assets are there. The aspects of the Chinese drywall liabilities are going to be both money damage and remediation claims. The remediation claims may not be immediately reducible to dollar sums, and it may be viewed in bankruptcy terms as some type of equitable remedy that the courts provide. And bankruptcy does provide an alternate remedy for those that are hit with liability. It does provide some features of immediate relief for financially distressed defendants. The most immediate of those is the automatic stay, which will stop all types of litigation and claims that would otherwise affect their ability to administer the assets. And ultimately, there may be a reorganization like Bob was able to help affect in the WCI case and in other cases, but in some instances it may just result in a liquidation. The WCI settlement trust is a model that will serve as a means for both segregating and resolving a Chinese drywall litigation. That model comes from the asbestos world and other mass tort and environmental bankruptcy cases. It's road tested. It really works pretty well. Insurance coverage is property of the estate, and it generally falls into two flavors of coverage or policies: comprehensive general liability coverage or D&O type coverage. And there are claims that are made that would trigger both types of coverage. The insurers have a real strategic interest in participating in the bankruptcy case to protect their rights, preserve coverage defenses, and generally try to obtain what they call insurance neutrality so that they wouldn't necessarily be any worse off by the bankruptcy.